Thanks so much for joining us today for BIV Today, the daily business podcast from the Newsroom of Business in Vancouver. I'm Kirk LaPointe, publisher and editor-in-chief. This podcast is part of a series of 3 discussions we're having with the 6 winners of our Chief Executive Officer of the Year Awards. Today, we're going to meet the recipients in 2 categories. Shahrzad Rafati is the CEO and founder of BroadbandTV Corporation, the Vancouver-based digital media and technology company that provides content creation, distribution management, monetization solutions. She's the winner in our large business category and has recently gone through the lovely turmoil of a initial public offering. We've lots to talk about with her. And Milton Carrasco is the CEO and President of Transoft Solutions. Now, Transoft creates highly specialized software for aviation, civil infrastructure, transportation professionals. He's a recipient in the small business category. So let's spend some time with them. Good to have you both here.
Thank you for having me.
Listen, congratulations to both of you. And I want to start, though, look, these last number of months have been wild. And Shahrzad, start me off. What have recent times been teaching you about being a CEO?
I really feel as though, we have the best team at BBTV, and the pandemic has really highlighted the strength and the commitment of everyone in the company. Productivity has been high throughout 2020, and it's been inspiring to see the innovative approaches and the ideas that everyone has brought to the table. And I would say what have the recent times been teaching me? Really, resilience is key. The team has always been resilient, and this year that quality has been, really given us an edge in evolving and in a fast-moving landscape.
Yeah. Milton, pick up on that. What's the pandemic teaching you as a CEO?
Well, I think what Shahrzad had said is partly what keeps us succeeding, and I think it's in basically having a solid management team that can filter through to the organization. Certainly, being able to work from home has been an eye opener, and definitely a huge positive. I think we certainly will be coming out of the recession, or the pandemic, I should say, with that new approach to working. And I think that's a huge one for us.
Yeah. Milton, how does a CEO, though, lean in during these extraordinary times?
Maybe it's not been any different to me because I'm extremely hands-on and I'm extremely in the trenches with my team. I'm not one of those who sits in a corner office, so to speak, and give out instructions. I truly get in there because I feel their pain and I want to help them. So, getting in there and working with them is the only way that I can see. So, that's how I've been dealing with it.
Shahrzad?
I would say, look, during these times, I think it's more important than ever before that whole companies, they come together internally. I think that the CEO's job right now is to create an environment that supports and encourages their teams to collaborate. And, we all need to support each other, and we're all facing new challenges at home, and we're navigating a new way of working alongside the people in our household. And, everyone is in a unique situation, and together, obviously, we can make it a success.
Yeah, but tell me though, what surprised you in all of this?
Was that a question for me or for Milton?
Yeah.
In many ways, I feel that, the team is more connected than ever before, and collaboration and camaraderie has never been higher, which highlights that, the programs that we've implemented are working. Communication and transparency are key. And despite working from home, we're incredibly close-knit as a team. And we've achieved this with, weekly town halls, departmental insight meetings, and a packed culture program, with virtual events. And I'm very proud of the team for how much they've come together. It's been heartwarming to see the team giving back with initiatives like Fun Indoors, which saw the team supporting Doctors Without Borders and COVID-19 relief, and a Work for Peace program initiative by employees in response to Black Lives Matter movement. And social good is really a big part of our quadruple bottom line business, and it's something that really unites everyone in the company.
It sounds a little bit, though, like this would have been actually an expectation that you had of your workforce, the pride that you have in the workforce. Has anything struck you as a real surprise?
I would say, even though, during difficult times, seeing people coming together and being more collaborative and also giving back, it really is a testament to how the culture and the values that we always speak to is a reality, because it really is a testament to, the team caring about building a quadruple bottom line business.
Yeah. Milton, tell me a little bit about surprises during this period. What surprised you?
Well, I think, as I said, I think working from home was an absolute surprise. I mean, the fact that we were having to do that in a real rapid succession time frame was incredible. And similar to what again Shahrzad said, is we had the foundations in the culture and the values and all of those which have contributed towards sustaining a sense of purpose and continuing with that through a situation that was very unusual, working from home, as was mentioned, with children in the background, and having to be very much respectful of the fact that this was the only way we could do it. But it was clearly a huge eye-opener for me and many of our team members, and it made it work. We did have to connect almost daily for the first month or so, just to ensure that everybody was in a good position. So we had to invent all sorts of new mechanisms to keep in touch and to stay in touch and to ensure the well-being of staff as well as maintain the business.
Yeah. Our conversation so far has been about what it's taught you, but what did you learn about yourself, Milton, through all of this?
Well, first of all, I'm sort of at the end of my career, so to speak, and a lot of what I have developed has been very much sustained through everything I've done in the past. I'm very passionate about our work. I'm very empathetic to our people. I'm very concerned about the fact that there are others who are, a lot worse than we are, and that we have to do our bit. So we've been very, supporting a lot of the scholarships and diversity funds to help in those programs, while still kind of maintaining our business in a very profitable way, because we could be losing a lot of money and hence having to let go a lot of people. We are fortunate enough that we didn't have to let a lot of people go, and we didn't restructure significantly, but we did cut back on a lot of our marketing activities, and a lot of it was travel related. So we were able to do a lot of those things. Personally, I still, a lot of my traits have stayed the same. It's hard work. It's that passion for what we develop and the networking that we continue to do. So it's nothing new, I don't think.
Yeah, Shahrzad, you not only had the pandemic going on, you had that lovely process of the IPO. I mean, there's a lot of teaching, a lot of instruction going on there. What did you learn about yourself through all this?
I think with 2020 really highlighted the importance of surrounding yourself with people that inspire you and push you and encourage you to be the best version of yourself. And just because you're not in the office to be working alongside the team, or you're not on the road traveling to connect with partners, clients, or investors, you can absolutely maintain and develop your personal and professional relationships. And I think for us, we did we went through a buyout and an IPO and a reorg. And it's just a showcase of how, we create these limits in our minds, and, everything is possible as long as you surround yourself with really an incredible team, which is what we have at BIV. Was
that a self-learning for you in this period?
I already knew we have a great team. So definitely it was just, as a matter of fact, as I mentioned, our productivity was at its highest, during the time of COVID. which is a question that everyone was wondering, does this mean that we're not as connected, where we're more connected than ever before because of all the programs that we put in place, the weekly town halls. So we feel more connected than ever before. We have a resilient team, and all of that plays an important role for you to be successful. And whether that is an IPO or a buyout, or if it's just the daily operations of the business.
Let me ask both of you this, but I'll stay with you, Shahrzad. How have you taken care of yourself during this period to make sure you're the best, in the best shape that you can be as a CEO?
Yeah, mental health is really key, and physical health is obviously very important. And I would say that personally, I've tried to start every day, working out, doing yoga, going for a run, staying active, because a healthy mind, healthy body just means that you're actually a better leader. You can help your team members even more so than before. And I think that that ability to be able to stay from the same place and not to be actually on the plane every day has led me to take care of myself better, which is and learn new skills. I mean, I always wanted to brush up on my French, and I was able to also take French classes during COVID. And I think that's a very important thing as a Canadian citizen. We live in a duolingual, a bilingual country. So it's important to always be able to speak to people that, whether if they speak French or English. So I try to just take a better care of myself.
Yeah. And Milton, tell me a little bit about this. CEOs are supposed to take care of all kinds of people, but how do you take care of yourself during this period?
Well, I think it was very busy during the first couple of months. Obviously, meetings were going on throughout the day and into the evenings as well. Because we have an international setup, we have to deal with time zones and wake up at odd hours and so on. But one of the things that I got back into was playing the guitar. I mean, it's been like 50 years since I stopped playing the guitar, but I'm not going to be composing like Shahrzad. I think, it's given me absolute joy to be able to do the section practices and just wonderfully get back to how I used to play back in my teenage years, where I did have a band. But I've also got into the gym and started to do some weight training and so on, just to keep fit. Yeah,
good. I didn't realize we should have invited both of you to just do that or something. Would have been a lot of fun. But Milton, seriously, a lot of people look to CEOs, and particularly those that are recipients of awards, say, I need some advice. I need general advice in difficult times like this. What kind of advice are you imparting to other leaders at this stage?
Well, I'm actually in a transition phase. So, we've just I selected a new president who's going to take over in January. And, my whole last 10 years has been about, setting up an alignment in the in our company and building the management team. So, what is it that advice I would give is it's really important. Corporate culture is a critical piece of business success, and the more you are able to align your management and all of the various teams towards this culture of whatever that culture might be for whatever company it is critical, I think. And certainly in close association with that is having the passion and drive to believe in your products and to be truly proud of what you do.
Yeah, Shahrzad, your company has done the trifecta here in a certain way. You've done the buyout, you've got the IPO, you're moving through the pandemic. What advice are you giving other leaders as they ask?
I think, look, your people matter the most. And Steve Jobs said it best when he urged leaders to hire people smarter than ourselves. And while that statement is undeniably true, I think that there is another key part to that equation. Leaders really need to put people first. And, if you look after our team, they look after our business and our partners. And I think that's the most important advice that I would give to other leaders.
Yeah. Looking for a truly honest answer on this one, okay? And no holds barred. Shahrzad, do you like your job more now?
I kind of don't look at it as a job. I think that, the minute you feel that, I've never considered that what I do to be my job. It's a passion. And I think it's how I impact the world in a positive way. I feel as though I'm the luckiest person on the planet. And I truly mean it, to work alongside a team at BBTV every single day. We're like family, and you do need to have passion for what you do and really love it. And part of that is surrounding yourself not just with people that are excellent at what they do, but also who share in that passion and achieving your vision. And that is what defines an entrepreneur: passion, inspiring others, believing in yourself and your vision, and the desire to make the world a better place. And I think with the IPO, obviously, we have greater freedom to control our destiny, which is I'm even more so excited about.
So it sounds like you like it more. For
sure.
Yeah. Milton?
Well, you're catching two people in two different stages of their life. So for me, it's been 30 years of growing this company organically, and it has. I couldn't have had a better job, and at this point, it's more about working the last 10 years, as I mentioned, to plan for this transition. It's taken me a long time, because if you don't have the right people in the right seat, it ain't going to happen. And another factor in that is the fact that we'll never sell. We will never sell unless we really have to. We're going to keep it private. We're really proud that we are a Canadian company that has endless limits to grow. We could be a tenfold company if we are able to get there without any express train to take us there. It'll take us a few decades, but really it's about knowing that it's time to move on and to really pass the torch on to somebody who is keen on doing it at the time that they are ready to do it. And I couldn't have had a better succession setup here. So for me at the moment, it's really about grooming my successor and staying with the team until it gets to a point where I can step back and enjoy my guitar more.
Well, you both speak with evident pride and purpose in your work, and you're great recipients of these awards. And I want to thank both of you for talking today. Milton Carrasco at Transoft and Shahrzad Rafati at BroadbandTV. Thanks
Thank you.
for your
Can
time.
I make one point because I just want to make sure, I think it's something that I'm very much so passionate about on female empowerment. And I think we started the conversation on that on the IPO. And as you know, we took the company public on October 28th. And it was really a monumental milestone for us. And we really made history on several fronts on the TSX as a media tech company with a sole female founder and CEO. And obviously, as someone that is truly passionate about female empowerment, economic empowerment, we broke important new ground, paving the way for really countless women and girls who envision a future with more potential to be leaders. And it's really a testament to how diversity can foster a more equal and representative world while also powering a prosperous economy. And I believe that, true success is in how we can impact the world through our business, and that business is a platform for positive change, especially at a time when so many are looking for actually signs of a return to normal. I believe that we need to return to better. And, this achievement is obviously part of that better world.
Yeah. Well, those are great last words. I really thank you. I want to thank you both for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations, Shahrzad.
Oh, thank you so much.
You've been watching our series with our CEO of the year. I'm Kirk LaPointe, publisher and editor-in-chief of Business in Vancouver. Thanks a lot. We'll see you again.